2024 has already been a massive year for indie games. And with so many amazing games coming out, it can be a little bit hard to choose which ones to play. In this video, I'm going to be going through 10 of my favorite releases that have come out so far this year. And if you're interested in any of these games, I do have reviews up on most of them on the channel, so make sure to head over and check them out. Without further ado, let's go through 10 of my favorite games from 2024 so far. Become the editor of a newspaper in Newstower, a new management tycoon sim game. You'll need to fit out your offices, hire staff, and ensure they're happy so you can build the best newspaper in the city. You can choose which stories to cover and design your print layout to optimize your pages for your readers. And you'll unlock different audiences as you build your paper, but you'll need to ensure that you cover what they want to read so you can make record sales. You can complete side quests for the Mafia, the Mayor, and the High Society to keep in their good graces and get some bonus perks. But this is a solid addition to the management sim scene with a really unique theme that we haven't really seen before. This one is early access, so there is limited content at the moment, but they do have a full roadmap on their Steam page, so definitely check it out. You can set off on the ultimate adventure in Enshrouded, an open world survival crafter. You can explore a massive open world full of strange creatures and diverse landscapes. And to make traveling across this world easier, you can unlock fast travel points throughout the map by working your way through these towers with all these crazy puzzles in them to be able to get to the top. You'll need to collect resources, craft different objects, and journey across the land to seek out experts in various trades to unlock more things to make and build. And this game definitely has an epic fantasy storyline that sees you battle against the deadly shroud brought on by your ancestors. Enshrouded is early access still, so there's a lot more content to come, but it is definitely a game you can sink a lot of time into. Farming has gone off-world in Lightyear Frontier, a cozy farming and crafting game. You'll land on an alien planet that has been left to succumb to nature, with parts of the planet taken over by noxious slime and weeds, causing those areas to become barren. With the help of your trusty mech, you'll need to explore the planet, gather resources, grow crops, craft different materials, and upgrade your tools so you can clean up the planet and find out what lies behind the mysterious vault doors. This is a game with a cool story, and with no health, hunger, or anything else to worry about, it really is a cozy game. This one is still in early access, so there is more to come, but you can get it on Steam or through Xbox Game Pass. You play as a 12-year-old manning the gate to the city in the cozy Papers, Please Lil Guardsman. You'll need to interrogate anyone passing through the gate, and using some extra tools, you can determine whether or not you let them into the city. There's some really fun characters that you meet each shift that you're working on the gate, and there's a really cool overarching storyline that keeps things interesting and drives the gameplay. This one merges adult humor with much loved fairy tale tropes that makes a really fun and entertaining game, and it's fully voice acted and very entertaining. I would highly recommend checking this one. You can build your own cozy neighborhood in Minami Lane. This one sees you build up your own neighborhood where you'll need to build houses to attract residents, shops for them to purchase food and different items at, and parks to keep them relaxed. You need to work out the ideal recipes that your different customer bases like, or the different products that they want to be able to shop for, and you'll need to ensure your street is beautiful if you want to attract some adorable cats. There's hidden objects to find in each level for a bonus. With a cute Japanese-inspired graphic style, this is pretty close to a perfect cozy city builder style game. Pacific Drive gave us a game that combines sci-fi and horror to create a paranormal horror game unlike anything else. You'll be thrown into a restricted zone, cordoned off by the government after some experiments went wrong, and with only a station wagon that is weirdly attached to you, you'll need to scavenge for resources and explore the zone to try and find a way out. This game has a really immersive story and some very cool mechanics, but it's definitely not for the faint of heart. You can play Pacific Drive on PC or PlayStation 5. Enter a futuristic dystopian world where corporations have become their own nations called CorpoNations in CorpoNation, the sorting process. You'll play as a genetic sample sorter, sorting samples based on different attributes and ever-changing stipulations from your management. After work, you can spend time in your pod, which is in the same building that you work in, playing state-approved games, paying bills, completing surveys, and reading the news. You'll get assigned some social buddies that you can message back and forth with, but be careful. The rebellious organization is on the rise, and management are on the lookout for anyone who's got any involvement with them. This is a game that challenges our beliefs around work and work-life balance, whilst also sorting samples in an addictive gameplay loop. You can play it on Steam now, or they've just announced it'll be coming to Switch and Xbox from May 9. Dive into a pixel art adventure in Floramancer Seeds and Spells. In this game, you play as the last Floramancer, fighting against robots to protect your beloved forest. This game is part farming sim, part action adventure, part exploration sim, And it kind of combines all of these different elements in a really fun way that is really addictive to play. Different plants give you different spells and abilities, and the better cared for your plant is, the stronger these spells will be. And you can get really strategic about which spells you want to plant and harvest for your different enemies to take out. This is a cozy game with a bit of an action twist that is perfect for those who need something a bit more than just a farming sim. Start a new settlement after the world has been destroyed by solar storms in Newstower. This one is a steampunk themed colony sim with diverse resource management systems. Each season brings its own challenges, and population growth is key to your survival. You'll unlock new resources as you progress, gaining back knowledge that was lost in the apocalypse and unlocking new buildings to be able to progress your settlement. This one is definitely a solid colony sim city builder game with a grungy theme that is interesting and challenging. This is definitely one of my favorite colony sim games, and you can play early access now on Steam. Please Touch the Artwork 2 is the second edition in this unique puzzle game that combines historical art with a hidden object adventure. This entire game is a tribute to James Enza, and it features all of his stunning artwork that's adapted in a cool way to create a unique hidden object game. The game definitely has a surprising amount of humor that's conveyed in sound effects, as it's got no narration at all, and with an amazing quirky classical soundtrack, this is a game that is a whole lot of fun to play. And the best news, it's free to play, so you can go and check it out on Steam now. While those were my top 10 games so far, there is quite a few that I'm looking forward to, so I'm going to give you 5 that are upcoming in the next couple of months that you should keep an eye on. Imagine a factory sim, but instead of conveyor belts, you get cute little wood sparks to carry your items along paths instead. That's what you get in Oddsparks, an automation adventure. Paired with the magical storyline, automation has never looked so cute. But this game isn't just about creating cute production lines. There's also combat, exploration, crafting, and a whole bunch of resources to discover as you unlock the magical Oddsparks world. This one is coming to early access April 24th. In a cozy addition to the puzzle gaming space, Paper Trail is an origami-style puzzle game that challenges perspective, requiring you to fold the pages of the level in different ways to progress. In this beautiful 2D watercolored inspired game, you'll follow Paige as she leaves her home, and you come across a whole range of different quirky characters as you adventure across the pages. There's some interesting mechanics here to challenge your thinking, as well as some hidden achievements in each level for the extra challenge. This one is definitely a cozy game with a puzzle twist, and it's coming to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and the Netflix mobile app from May 21st. In a new movie tycoon game, Blockbuster Inc. will let you live out your cinematic dreams, building a new movie studio and creating cinematic masterpieces. You'll need to build your studio a lot, ensuring it has all the facilities needed to produce 5-star works of art, as well as hire directors, writers, and the talent for your movies. You can write your own movies, choosing the genre, style, and setting, and as you progress, you can unlock more options to create even better movies. This is definitely one that is perfect for the film buff or tycoon lover. But don't take my word for it, you can play the free prologue right now on Steam, with the full release coming June 6th. I'm not normally big on farming sims, but this just might be the game that gets me hooked. Echoes of the Plum Grove sees you start a new life in Honeywood, but this game has a sinister twist. Your very survival will be at stake in this cozy game with some serious consequences, with every decision you make shaping the town and the island itself. If you're not careful, your lineage can end in this game before you can uncover the island secrets, so you need to make sure that you're prepared for winter and anything else life might throw at you. This is a cute 2.5D farming sim with relationship building, crops to grow, meals to craft, waters to fish, and a whole island mystery to unravel, and it's coming to Steam April 29th. Bring balance to the world by saving fantasy creatures in Fantastic Haven, a fantasy city builder game. You'll build up a refuge for magical creatures who are being hunted by technology lovers, setting up a space for these creatures to recover and live. You'll need to educate the locals about how to live harmoniously with the fantasy creatures, while negotiating with hostiles, rescuing injured creatures, and researching new ways to help. This looks set to be a magical addition to the cozy builder space, and it's forecast for release in Q2 of 2024. That is a wrap on 10 of my favorite games so far this year, and 5 that I cannot wait to check out. I hope this has added a few games to your wish list. Until next time, stay caffeinated.